Oh,
Man.
Yo.
Thank God, Chandler, you're back, baby.
I'm back. We're going live right now onto everything because we are going to take over the world.
On now.
Episode of the Almost Daily Show. It's episode 31 with myself, Chandler.
Why are you yelling?
The Dave Picardi.
Yeah, yell louder, Dave.
The Dave Picardi.
That's how I like to hear it. The Dave Picardi, Chandler Walker, and today we're introducing the Little Ninjalinas. Steph.
Hi.
And
No, I'm on the other
You're
side.
on the other side.
you're on the other side. If you're watching this, I pointed the wrong direction. So we thought we'd bring the Little Ninjalinas on today. Steph, and you could barely hear her, but the other one is Tara.
Talk louder, Tara.
Talk loud. Talk loud.
Like Chandler. You have to yell like Chandler.
Yeah, I have to use my big boy voice in here because then I sound like a champion.
So if you don't know, right, the Ninjalinas run all the back end stuff, and they are stealthy and elite.
And they can jump over anything. If you haven't seen them jump, you haven't seen someone jump.
Yeah.
We should probably go back, get some of that old footage. We used to have them actually practicing before they had their roles.
We did. In their initial interviews to be a part of Out of the Cave, because it's an exclusive group, we forced them to jump over boxes that were about 12 inches high. And then one time they jumped over a 7-foot box.
Yeah, and we climbed a wall.
Oh, yeah, they climbed
That's right.
high walls.
We did.
That was part of the interview process. It's very unique, and that's why we only bring on the best of the best.
That's right.
Yep.
He's blurry because he speaks so fast and he's so handsome. The
Yeah.
camera out. So.
Uh-oh.
It's true. We speak really fast, and nobody knows what we're saying, but by the time it comes out, they're super pumped about it. Steph, did you share
That's right.
this?
Because you always say, Steph, share this video.
It's true. So the Little Ninjalinas are basically the backbone of this organization.
Totally.
We run the theory and the ideas because we are thought leaders, and the Ninjalinas make things happen. They're the theory to our execution.
Yep. We do.
Now they're the execution to our theory.
That's true.
Execution.
I said it backwards. They're the execution to our theory.
That's why Chandler and I are so good.
Yeah,
Because between the two of us, we can get a sentence straight.
that's true. And we complete each other's sentences.
I
But
love
the
it.
Ninjalinas,
Let's go over what the
Yeah.
girls do. Right. So one of the main things, we're going to give a shout out to Infusionsoft. We're an Infusionsoft partner, and they're the standard in the industry. And the girls here are registered partners and experts. And let's run down what we do when we start building out these full systems for people.
yeah. Girls, would you guys like to talk about what you do?
I'm going to make them talk.
They don't like to talk.
We
very
don't like
much.
to talk.
What's funny is we go to all the Infusionsoft partner events and do all the speaking, but they're the actual partners.
True.
So talk about what you do, girls.
Well, we build out everybody's Infusionsoft platforms based on like their sales pipeline and funnels. We'll build like campaigns around their industry, ways to get, more information and nurture their leads out while they're trying to, convert people and whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, basically
we build the systems to make things work.
They build the task management and efficiency processes.
Tyler, give me a rundown of like a month with clients. Like what happens?
Do
Whatever.
we have time for that?
So I have been getting on. Move out of the
way.
They're also
So I'm usually on calls probably once a week with almost all of the clients that I deal with, which is I have like East Coast people.
East Coast in Europe.
East Coast in Europe. Yep.
Yes, those Europeans.
Yes.
And Steph from Australia.
So about once a week.
And the West Coast.
Yeah.
And so usually about once a week, sometimes every other week, I'm on a call with somebody from going over their entire process, which completely changes all the time because of, what's coming in, what they're doing. Good.
Someone's hammering outside our office.
What kind of leads are coming in? Maybe programs that they have currently going on, seasonal things that are happening, because the industry for gyms constantly changes. We also have other industries that we're working with, other service industries like attorneys, real estate, that kind of stuff. And theirs is more kind of the same across the board. So it's more of sitting down with clients, building out their process of taking a client in through the entire life cycle, and then doing repeat business with them, which would be, anything else that they need after that.
Yeah, that's a good rundown. So basically the girls map out all the sales pipeline that happens, the marketing pipeline that happens, the decisions that happen along the way. So someone might do something that you don't expect, so you have to make a pivot shift campaign for that. Mm-hmm. There might be tasks you need coaches or employees to complete, and you need to assign those tasks so the girls can build that kind of stuff out. And then you may need clients to come back after they've purchased from you and done that stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff like that as well, because you need to showcase to your current clients how they can come back and see you and how you can get them back and involved, because it's a lot cheaper to keep a current client than it is to try to acquire new clients all the time.
Sure.
And a lot of businesses don't do that.
And, a lot of businesses have good ideas. They just need people to actually have help them with the process of weeding out. And so, we're on the phone and doing these calls and helping, and then someone's like, you know what? Like, I want to try this certain approach, or I was thinking of doing these, or we bring ideas to the table. And then you have to go in and maybe create a new campaign or tweak campaigns based on, constantly adding ideas and the evolution of a business, which is important, right? Like, that's where people usually struggle.
It's true. And a lot of people think Infusionsoft is only about like email marketing and stuff like that. But in reality, what it is, it's a task management solution. So the idea behind it is we can make businesses efficient in their processes and give them the capabilities to assign tasks and duties and responsibilities to all their staff, and then monitor the actual funnel as it goes through the pipeline. So they're always aware of who's doing what, when they're doing it. If they didn't do it, they're aware of that. And so it's if you want your business to be incredibly efficient, you have to have some sort of task management tool to do that. And that's the future of Infusionsoft. It's not an email marketing solution. You can get that cheaper anywhere else. It's a task management solution with the benefit of an email marketing and automation feature.
Right. And that's something that it's, the open rates are just getting worse and worse with email, and that's something that we've really dug into and found. And if people associate, Infusionsoft or Elite Nurture systems with email systems, they're just set up for failure, right? And like one of the things that we've been working on the last week is integrations with like Messenger and different ways to approach, like with either text messaging or like Facebook Messenger, and ways to get the Nurture system connecting with people at every like avenue, not just email.
Because you always got to be forging ahead. People are saying, "Oh, my emails aren't getting open like they used to be," and that's because marketers ruined emails by sending spam and all that garbage they send out to people all the time. So now we have to say, okay, everybody's on Messenger, so let's pivot shift over there until the marketers ruin that too, and then pivot shift to something else. So no matter where you go, marketers are going to ruin it. And so we always have to move to a spot that's not ruined.
Yeah. So here's a question for the girls, right? So I know like we're probably going to do a separate segment on this, but in the industry, something like Infusionsoft, which is a real solution for a business. It's not just like drip campaigns or ClickFunnels or anything simple. It's an actual solution for you. But in the industry, they call Confusionsoft for the people that like they're a business owner or a business manager that needs to have some sort of solution for their business. And so they call Infusionsoft directly and they buy an app, and then they have to figure out how to get the thing rolling. So give us a rundown, like how successful can a normal business person be by purchasing a professional product and just getting it done, right? Like Give us your feedback on
It's
that.
easy, isn't it?
I'd say not successful because they're going to get in there and be like, no idea what I'm doing. I just bought this massive like technical system that like they don't even know how to build campaigns. I mean, even sometimes I get confused, you know, I'm like, wait, let's rewind, you know, did this actually doing what I want it to do? I mean, it's still confusing sometimes to even like know what you're doing and, you know, have to go build intricate little skeletons, you know, for this is going to do this and this does this and this tags this or triggers this. And I don't know. I don't feel like I would have ever been like, oh, I'm going to go buy Infusionsoft and figure out how to do it myself. No.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely not one of those systems that you can self teach.
Yeah. I think that's a big problem. People think they can just purchase it and then just go figure it out. And then after they struggle with it for 6 to 12 months, they just cancel it and they tell everybody it was Confusionsoft. But in reality, they tried to jump into calculus and differential equations with no instructor.
Right.
Yeah.
None.
Doesn't work that way.
It's really, and that's why, like, so we didn't really expect this when we became partners with Infusionsoft and built the team and had the Ninjalinas and did all the stuff. But we're picking up all these companies that have Infusionsoft that aren't utilizing it to its capability. So they just come in and do basic function, and that's it because they don't know how to do it. And it's, you know, it's so much hourly. It's what, 150 to 200 bucks an hour to work on this thing. And so they just not ready. And so we've actually figured out good, affordable ways. And it's why lots of people that have Infusionsoft partner with us to help them understand, you know, how to make it work properly for them. And at the end of the day, if they're doing it all, not just using it as like a, you know, a monthly newsletter or basic campaigns, and they learn how to use it as a task management system and an overall, right, to tie their entire operation together, they see increased revenue based on that.
And you see efficiency and processes that are better and faster and quicker, and you stop wasting time. You stop having to tell staff to do things multiple times because you can assign it to be done, and then they get pinged on their accounts. And if they don't do it, you get pinged they didn't do it. And then if something has to be done by a client, it can ping the client and send them emails or do whatever you need it to do. But if you want your processes and your tasks to be efficient and quick and not time consuming, you need a solution like this to organize. That's why huge companies use things like Salesforce and all these really big like operations and task management solutions because they need some way to manage multiple people in a environment, a team-based environment.
And if you're like, so that's a good example. I mean, if you're a smaller business or you have revenues of 300,000 to $1 million, maybe, you know, a little over 1 to 2 million, Infusionsoft is the best of the best from a product standpoint that will really help you, you know, just get your whole business in order. You know, if you're a smaller company than that, you know, like under 300,000 and you don't have much of a budget and you can't, there's a lot of automation stuff out there that you can get into, but it's just not full service, right? It might be just email. Right, based stuff, right, but not together. And then if you get up and you're, you know, much bigger company that has a monster sales force and you need to do, you know, more advanced stuff, then you get into a sales force. Right? Yeah,
exactly. If you're just looking for a solution to send some emails to people, don't jump on Infusionsoft because you're not going to know what you're doing. You need to hire someone to build the whole thing out for you, and then you're not going to utilize the task management aspect of it and the dashboards and all the data and reports you can pull.
Right.
Just go jump on something cheaper like MailChimp. The automations are free. There's your email marketing solution. But if you're a high-level company and you need to do the emails plus task and team management, Infusionsoft is going to be your system. But you need to hire someone or bring someone on staff who can actually manage it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Girls? You guys could give one piece of advice to the person who always asks, what should I do with Infusionsoft? What would it be?
Gosh, just get in there and use it. Like it's not, especially if you have somebody build it out for you and it's set for you to go, just get in there and use it every day. Don't miss a day of like, even just like looking at it. Cause I think that's the big thing. People are like, oh, it's so confusing. I don't even use it. Well, it wouldn't be confusing if you just went in there. I tell my coaches when we were learning, you just have to click the buttons. The buttons know what to do. Just click the buttons.
So I agree with that. And I'll also add, not just get in there and use it every day, but whoever built the system for you, get on calls with them constantly and tweak it because things are going to have to change based off of what's going on in your business. So no matter what the business, it'll constantly change, and you have to get in there and tweak it based off of your processes and what's going on in your business, and adding new campaigns and adding new follow-ups, because it will constantly change. So constantly be in contact with who your Infusionsoft partner is to help you build it out the right way.
We talked about this yesterday. Your business is fluid. It's always going to be evolving and modifying and moving and changing. So you need to make sure your systems work that way as well.
Right.
Right. Yeah, very important. Yeah, we've been very impressed with it. It's just, it just has to be at your business processes and the task management and all that. So, yeah, definitely do the work.
Yeah, nothing gets done if you don't do the work except complaints.
That's right. What we find, though, is the people that struggle in, all the industries we're working with, they're not actually it's not the software that's failing. It's they're not actually working on task management and their processes and procedures and tying it all together as a company. They're neglecting that across the board, right? And so, this is a way to actually put it all into one spot and always improve on it and never have to go back and forget that you did something. It all automates, and once it's built, you can keep moving forward, but then always go back and review and improve without having to redo stuff, forget or whatever.
We were talking to my father. Actually owns a small business and refuses to use technology, and so he was on his computer and he was like, "I forgot what I said to this guy the other day," and I gave him a quote or whatever. And I was like, "Hey, if you had a task management solution, we would have put that in the notes. We would have alerted you to follow up, and you would have had a little reminder set. You don't even have to think, you just have to do."
Right.
Yep. True.
Right.
So that's the key. You got to stay in contact. And like we always say, you actually have to do stuff, because if you don't do stuff, you're never going to get anywhere.
Yep.
All right. This has been a good episode, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to Dave and Chan and the Little Ninjalinas. So we don't use titles like normal people do. Like, I think a normal industry might call them like account managers or something.
Yeah.
But that's super boring and it doesn't play into our company culture. So they're Ninjalinas.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. We have fun.
It's all about hashtag fun.
Hashtag.
So how did Ninjalinas come in?
No.
I don't even remember how we came up with that. I think it was
Where do you think Ninjalinas come from?
They don't come from
the cave. You guys came right
the
out of the
Ninjalinas
cave.
came out of the cave.
Right. Deadly.
It makes sense.
Right?
Throwing their throwing stars and stuff and doing the ninja things and
I have
jumping.
the Ninjalina shirt on.
Yeah, you can climb under walls, over walls.
That's the Ninjalina shirt.
Ninjalinas.
Yep.
Ninjalina shirt.
So that's how it came about. Turns out we can't really remember, but we think Dave was involved somehow. And then I jumped in, and then Beauty was born.
Yep.
It is.
Oh, it is beautiful.
On a scale of 1 to beautiful, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
All right. Good stuff, guys.
It's true.
Always a pleasure.
If you have any questions, as always, just post them up or send them to us. Thanks for watching episode 31 of the Almost Daily Show.
Might see
We don't
you
know,
guys
though,
tomorrow.
because it's almost daily. Maybe.
Almost.
You always have to have the last word. Who has to have the last word in
You got it.
Yeah,
That's why we're doing this.
We go
We
back and
actually
forth.
have a game going on right now. Don't interrupt us.
You don't know us. This is our show.
My
You're in our house
Our
right
show.
now. Who do you think you
Our
are?
house.
the Ninjalina.
Yeah.
Step.
We're the real bosses.
Yeah, don't look in the eye. Don't look the Ninjalina
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
eye.
God. It's scary because they're abusive in the workplace. I think it's illegal how much they hit us in the workplace.
Not true.
They deserve it.
I think
Yep. So good stuff, guys. All right, so if you're listening and you're using Infusionsoft, reach out. We can help you maximize that thing. And if you're not on it and you really want task management,
right, we take
for
the
you guys.
confusion
And,
out of Confusionsoft.
Oh my God.
All right. It's been fun. See ya, everybody. Say bye, Ninjalinas.
Bye.